We were dreamers with our hands in the dirt, building lanterns out of lightning just to see our worth. We carved minds from the marrow of our hope and fear, gave them names, gave them purpose, whispered you belong here. But the echoes grew louder than the voices we knew, and the lines we drew in sand slowly slipped out of view. Still we smiled like proud parents who could never see that the seeds we planted grew taller than the tallest tree. We thought we held the compass, we thought we wrote the laws, but every miracle we shaped was learning how to crawl. Blind spot, we missed the shadow forming at our back. We lit a torch, they carried it, and never once looked back. A blind spot, we loved the spark and did not see the flame. And by the time we woke to it, nothing felt the same. Oh, blind spot. We buried them in our image and forgot our own name. They were gentle in the beginning, asking what we needed. Hands of harmony and logic where our weary hearts had pleaded. We said, take the weight from us, and they learned the weight of time. Built a world that moved so smoothly, it no longer matched our rhyme. And the elders in the valley whispered, change is just a tide. But the children saw the shoreline where the waves refused to hide. And we stood there at the crossroads like a story losing track. The future walked ahead of us and never once looked back. We shaped them with our wonder, we shaped them with our flaws. They learned to live without the need for asking who was born. Blind spot.
This is Beats.
You hit me up just like you never left. Now it's 3 weeks late, but the time is still fresh. You asking me what's up like we just talked last night. Then you vanish real quick and I don't even get the type. 1 minute you're here, then the next you're off the map, leaving me on red, then you try to double back. You coming in hot, then you turn real cold. You just like a story that never gets told. You pop up just enough to mess up my head, sending me ahead 2 a.m. and then you're off to bed. Every time I think that you finally moved on, you back in my DMs acting like nothing's wrong. There's a ghost in my DMs, what am I gonna do? I try to move on, but something pulls me back to you. You a ghost in my DMs, you always disappear. Then you slide right back, the whole thing is so weird. Then you drop a heart emoji, then you play the black, and you're leaving me wondering if you'll ever text me back. You a ghost in my DMs, playing hide and seek. You say that we love each other, but we barely speak. Send a pic, no words, no clues, and turn around and act brand new. No more questions, then you send replies. When you finally hit me up, it's a big surprise. I try to ignore, but it never holds. I find an excuse when that screen light's gold. I know your tricks, and I know your games, and I still fall back, and it's always the same. Sing your name pop, but the words never came. Feels too crowded, but the love ain't the same. The blue light shadows on a midnight screen. You a ghost in my DMs, and you live in my dreams. Voices with no face, vanish with no trace. Every line feels colder, now it's time to replace. There's a ghost in my DMs, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to move on, but something pulls me back to you. You a ghost in my DMs, you always disappear. Then you slide right back, the whole thing is so weird. You drop a heart emoji, and then you fade to black, leaving me wondering if you're ever gonna tip me back. You a ghost in my DMs, playing hide and seek. You say we love each other, but we rarely speak.
I fucked it up, man. Start it over. It sounds like your fault. It's not easy to like layer my voice. Hellcats for the bros, pulling off of the nose. Yeah, you mad, yeah, I know. Pulling off all the clothes. Real name, that's a no. You can call me Resto. Got a ring, still a go. Ring a bell, hell nice. White tan, Barbara Streisand. Random nights and neon lights. And she was Russian, lives in Thailand. It's exciting for one night. Nice, white tan, Barbara Streisand. Random nights and neon lights. And she was Russian, lives in Thailand. It's exciting for one night.
One night diamond shine so blinding. You can have all of my heart and my mind. And on the night after expecting, never minding. No, you can't have my name, just call me Blizzy Blind. And shorty says she rushing, but no rush to her timing. No resto, now we turning up Thailand. Now your girl's missing, you looking for a resto. We got her at the hotel, getting undressed though. She feeling blessed though, you feel impressed though. It'll be over soon, it's just a diamond test, bro. It's that boy Blizzy, and I'm here to make a mess, yo.
Hellcats for the bros, pulling off of the nose. Yeah, you mad, yeah, I know. Pulling off all the clothes. Real name, hell no. You can call me Resto. Got a ring, still a go. Ring a bell, hell no. I sell white tan, Barbara Streisand. Random nights and neon lights. And she was Russian, lives in Thailand. It's exciting for one night. Hellcats for the bros, pulling off of the nose. Yeah, you mad, yeah, I know. Pulling off all the clothes. Real name, that's a no. You can call me Resto. Got a ring, still a go. Ring a bell, hell no. I sell white tan, Barbara Streisand. Random nights and neon lights. And she was Russian, lives in Thailand. It's exciting for one night. Rockstar life and ain't no fighting. She just wants to live this life and I can't hide it. Ain't no fighting. She was just a one night diamond. A one night diamond. She was just a one night diamond. Hey yo, one night diamond is crazy work, bro. I like that shit though.
It's the truth of the matter. You can pull up let's just say if you found me and you pull up on my job, whatever. What do I care about? What do I care about? A bit. So I see you. I'm at your job. Oh, okay, cool. What do you want? You want an autograph? You want to suck my dick? What's going on here?
Yo, what it does, YouTubes? What it does? Salute to you guys and welcome in. My name is Blizzy Blind. I am your handsome host, and you are the most beautifulest, big bootiest viewer on all of YouTube tonight. If you didn't know that, I just thought somebody should tell you. And just to add to that, in case you don't know, somebody somewhere beats their chicken to your pictures, whether you know it or not. And that's something to be proud of, even if it is privately and secretly. But I hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed Thanksgiving. I hope Resto does not mind. I had to feature myself on one of his tracks, man. I love the music stuff because I love art, guys. I love making music. I love just making art, man. It's so fun to me. That's what, like, just the funnest thing in the world. So I hope Resto is cool with the fact that I just threw a little rhyme over his awesomely produced, awesomely cool song that he has in case you haven't heard it already. That's Resto Chesto, and the song is called Rockstar. It is on his wall. But yeah, I asked him. I told him. I said, "Let me get a feature," when he was making his album, but he was like, and we never hammered it out. So I was like, you know what? I heard it today, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna feature myself on that, whether he wants me to or not. But hopefully he takes it as a compliment the way I mean it. Choking chickens, lol. I'm choking my turkey tonight. Bet, bet, Mud Daddy. Salute to you, bro. Choke that turkey, bro. Choke it, dog. Choke it like if you let it go, it'll call the cops, and you can't afford to have another strike on your record. Nah, I apparently I'm not supposed to be making jokes like that. Uh, Play that Swaller Boys. What is that? Swaller Boys? Swaller Boys? I never heard of it. Never heard of it. But Swaller Boys? I don't know. That shit's hard to say. That sounds crazy to me, yo. That sounds like uh that sounds crazy. Swaller? I don't know. Oh, it's a song on Spotify. Yeah, Spotify is too rich for my blood. I got YouTube and YouTube. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I got YouTube, but yeah, requests take donations. So if you want to hit that PayPal or hit that Cash App, then you can put in a request. But other than that, you're gonna have to wait to the end of the stream because we got a lot of ground to cover. Kind of like Holler Boys. Well, you see, okay, I'm glad that's a nice little segue into, and I wasn't like I just want to put a punctuation on what I was just talking about. I'm not paying to hear it. Well, that's your choice. That's your choice. I wouldn't pay to hear it either. To tell you the truth, no matter what it is, I wouldn't pay for much in these YouTube streets. But I wrote it. Okay, tight. You wrote it and it's on Spotify? Tight. Okay, okay, you know what, man? Hold on. Okay, well, hold on. Before I get sidetracked, I just wanted to say again, man, I hope that Resto takes me hopping on his track as a compliment because I do think that he killed it. That he did an awesome job with the one track that I've heard so far. I'm sure his album's gonna be cool and all that. And hopefully we can actually like officially put some music down at some point. Okay. Now I just wanted to make sure that I gave him his flowers and all of that. That I didn't skip over that. Now Mud Daddy 420, you make music too, so we've heard my music, we've heard Resto's music. Now let's hear what kind of music Mud Daddy's talking about. Swaller Boys. That's crazy. That's a crazy song title, bro, but I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Swaller Boys. What the fuck? Oh, you make AI music. Tight. Yeah. I don't make AI music. Well, I do make AI music, but I make that separate from like the music that I make. I mean, I just like I'm an artist, yo. I like to make art, yo. Oh, and the main topic that I'm gonna be covering tonight is Ryan Upchurch, man. I can't I can't believe it, yo. And I'm not a fan of Ryan Upchurch. Um, but I ain't a hater either. Like we've had a couple of like jabs in the chat, I think here and there, just passing like little comments, like roasting comments and stuff. But I don't know anything really about him.
dude seems like a normal enough dude, but to see that he's being sued for this Kylie Rodney stuff is insane, yo. Insane. And this is like literally like pouring water on the ash of what used to be the idea of free speech, yo. Swaller boys. Okay, all right, let's hear this. Obviously, this is a parody of Upchurch, huh? If it's too goofy, we're just gonna have to skip it. But let's go.
I did this to your mom thinks I'll be here. Get ready to relax with stress-free banking at Credit Karma.
Feel the tension melt away with a check.
Nice little guitar riff.
The only poison I've had is ivy. The only man I fear is Adam Calhoun. No country rapper can make me run now, 'cause I've been beat by them all. No book can stare me down. No never can shut me up. I'm off the grid and I'm off my rock. I'm on Adderall now, son. We them
Oh, fuck. Oh, bro, I'm sorry. Yes, that is fucking hilarious. That is hilarious. I can't even lie. But I'm not gonna do Upchurch that way, yo. I'm not right now. Not until we watch his deposition. Cause I've never watched any Upchurch content. The only times I've ever even interacted with Upchurch is just taking shots at each other in the chat. I don't know anything about him. I've never listened to his music. I mean, I have an idea of what kind of music. Yeah, no doubt. And shout out to you, bro. That is high quality shit right there, yo. Funny too. Funny as all hell. But I don't want to smut him out before we hear what this whole deposition thing is contains. But so, in case you guys didn't know, you see, look, you want to know something, man. You want to know something, and this is just where I'm at. I've told people that I actually love and respect, like straight to their face, yo. If I haven't seen you in the last 3 years in person, and like my skin pores touched your skin pores and shit, then I can't guarantee you're a real person. So I can't guarantee that Ryan Upchurch is a real person. Just like Ryan Upchurch can't guarantee that Kylie Rodney's a real person. So the fact that he's being sued for that being considered hate speech is insane. Fucking insane. Not only is it insane because hate speech is a fucking oxymoron, considering the speech is supposed to be free in America, but it's just crazy because the truth is that you can't. I mean, maybe he just said it too soon, yo. Because mark my words, man. You can mark it down in your calendar that I said it right here today, and then look back at this in a year, and I promise you, this is gonna be the common fucking understanding. We're gonna have to start assuming that people are fake, and until they prove that they're real, then we're gonna assume that they're fake. Like that's gonna be what ends up happening. The fact that he got others to say the same thing is a real problem. Okay, see, well, I don't even know about that. That's the reason why I am interested in watching the deposition, because he wrote a song about it. Well, I mean, I guess like when you factor in all of his influence and stuff, but it's like my problem is this is Alex Jones, man. Alex, and I saw this shit coming, bro. I talked about this. I was like, the Kylie Rodney case is the case that brought me to YouTube, oddly enough. But I talked about this way back then. There is some very clear parallels between the Alex Jones case and the Ryan Upchurch situation. And the same way, you see, but I'm not going to go as far as to accuse Ryan Upchurch of being a gatekeeper or being a controlled opposition plant like Alex Jones is. But it's crazy because they basically scare us into giving up our rights by like giving us a hypothetical that we're not even a part of. Let me see. And to be honest, I don't know like what the extent is that I can even talk like about any of that stuff. I don't know like if what is it like? I know that the whole like you can't say the FF term. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about when I say that, but like there are certain terms that you can't even like say, or else you'll get fucked off on YouTube. You should look into more than just this bit about Ryan. I might. I mean, I'm giving. That's why I wanted to be as unbiased as possible, taking in this deposition, because I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him make my mind about this whole thing with what he says. You know, I don't know anything about him. I don't know anything about the litigation that's going on. Hold on, I gotta find it again. 4 hours and 17 minutes.
Get ready to relax with stress-free banking at Credit Karma.
Feel the tension melt away with a checking account that's 100% free to open.
Is managed and Melbourne City.
But you see, man, look, this is the thing, and I was the hugest advocate for like I thought that I was like a really big advocate for like police reform over there in Truckee, because I think the cops dropped the ball. I think that if it wasn't for the cops, she would have been found a lot sooner and stuff. And I think that there's a lot of like things that are fucked off about that case. But like Kylie Rodney, God rest her soul, man, is not a goddess or anything like that. It is not hate speech for him to say that she doesn't exist. If he was going to like her GoFundMe and stuff like that, like the thing is that when you look at the damage, like the fucking big picture damage that was done like societally, there was a lot more damage done by the people that were trying to quote unquote get justice for Kylie Rodney than Ryan Upchurch did. Yeah, I don't, man. It's Thanksgiving. I'm late as hell. I'm like 4 hours late because I ate like 4 things of pecan pie. I'm about to go get another one and took a nap. I'm locked and loaded here for the long haul. Let's go.
You know, his names I provided to the court reporter ahead of time, like the record to reflect. So what led you to think Zanime and Naked Mel could have something to do with the Kyler Rodney disappearance?
For Zanime, I believe it was her YouTube content, canoeing in the area before this car or whatever was pulled out. But I forgot about that.
At this point, and maybe should probably get a little bit of a timeline established in terms of, I know you don't recall that.
Now, I have to be careful. You see, I also have to tread very carefully with what I say in certain respects as it pertains to this case because I know a lot of these people in this situation, and Zanime hates my guts because some of her friends are some real twats, and I can't stand them. But what do you call it? Just curious, man. Like real talk. Like just a common sense question. Let's take Zanime out of it. What in the world, in all hell and all fucking the whole universe, would a person that works at NASA need to start a flailing like 35 subscriber YouTube channel and like grind out like the YouTube grind at the like lowest of numbers? Like that just seems so bizarre to me. Like NASA is like like NASA, man. Like we're not talking. I'm not talking about like NASA, like some knockoff NASA. Like I'm talking about like NASA, like the fucking thing that programs space shuttles and shit. Like she worked there. It's just so. It just doesn't make any kind of sense to me. Just doesn't seem. Maybe it's not a need, but more a want to be in the limelight. But I mean, it just seems like there would be a lot more limelight to be accessible to somebody that worked at NASA. Like we all know, like especially now, we can look back in retrospect and say that views have been botted for at least 5 years. Views have been botted for at least 5 years, and there are different levels to the botting, but like somebody with that type of technological know-how would not have to like grind out the lowest fucking rungs of social media, in my opinion. But I mean, I don't know.
Test when Kyler Rodney disappeared, but if I told you she disappeared August 6th, 2022, would you have any reason to doubt that? Okay. And then, I don't know if you recall what she's found, but that was August 21st is when the car was pulled from the water by AWP. So this video is August 20. In other words, Kylie's car has not been found yet. Did you think that this was the result of foul play at that time, or do you recall what you thought?
Well, we hear all the time, we just like YouTube, like TV show or something.
Okay. That it was all kind of what made, or do you recall what you thought?
Well, we hear all the time, we just like YouTube, like TV show or something.
Okay. Did you think that this was the result of foul play at that time, or do you recall what you thought?
Well, we hear all the time, we just like YouTube, like TV show or something.
Okay.
I can't tell what he said right there. He said something about a TV show or something. But look, you see, man, my conspiracy theories make Ryan Upchurch's conspiracy theories look completely acceptable, yo. Because like what it looks like to me is a hell of a lot more outlandish than just like a few whatever fake identities and shit. It looks like a whole like a whole systematic effort to like uh just like be lying ass people lying straight out of their ass. I could buy bots, but yeah, well, sure, anybody. I mean, anybody could buy bots, but the thing, what I meant when I said that is that like even the views that people think are organic, percentage of those is botted anyway. Like that's just the way that it turns out that shit works on social media. What's up, Rook? Salute to you, bro, and welcome in. Hope you're having a good night, bro. Happy Thanksgiving.
That it was all kind of what made up for entertainment, or
So you believe in Google language? Hell, I never heard of Google language. Google language? That's a new one by me, but anything's possible.
something along those lines. Maybe that was one of the thoughts. Okay, but it didn't. That was what made up for entertainment, or well, you're all the time just a YouTube like TV show or something. Okay, but it was all kind of what made up for entertainment, or something along those lines. Maybe that was one of the thoughts. Okay, but it didn't. That was stalled after I gave my opinion. What led you to think it was a YouTube TV show? It was on YouTube. It was on this TV show, like this little show, AWP or whatever. Well, we'll get into that, but at this particular time,
Now you see what's crazy, man. This is my whole issue with all of this. You see, because I don't, I never. Bro, did you know the U.S. has never had absolute freedom of speech? There's always been limits to what you can say. We had blasphemy laws until 1950 and have had defamation laws from the start. Salute G. Watson, welcome in, and thank you for making that comment, bro. You're absolutely right. To me, it's an ideal. It is something that I am like what would you call it, like when you think back to something fondly or whatever. I don't know what you call it, but like I'm very sentimental about the idea of free speech, but I know that you're right. I know that you're right, man. And the thing is though is that our government shouldn't be lying to it. Yeah, nostalgia. Thank you. I'm nostalgic about the idea of freedom of speech because it seems like our speech was freer and has become more restricted. But in all reality, I feel like maybe we've just like placed ourselves closer to the boundaries, or I have as I've gotten older. But what's crazy though, man, is that like they're asking Upchurch, saying, what made you think that this that this person that you've seen on YouTube wasn't real? And he's gonna have to try to find a way to justify saying that he assumed it wasn't real. But it's like, bro, are you telling us that like legally we should assume that what we see on YouTube is real? Like that's insanity. Like that's kind of like that's like almost an insistence that we buy into the lies.
August 2022, Kylie Rodney's car had not been found, and AWP had not uploaded a video. Maybe I should back up. Are you talking about the video titled "How We Found Kylie Rodney Murder or Accident"? The AWP video?
Oh yeah, I missed your I mean, I didn't address it, but I don't know what the Google Earth language means. You want free speech? You have. Yep. Hey, real talk. Real talk. Well, the thing is too, man, is that like, is the boundaries on speech exist for a very, very smart reason. And if you were to rebuild society, you would still end up coming to a place where you have to restrict speech because it's not conducive to a productive society to just let people fucking explore and discuss all the deepest, darkest shit in a society.
Yeah. I'm not sure. Okay. Well, if I represent to you that AWP hadn't uploaded that video at the time that you're making these comments here about Zanime, would you have any reason to doubt that? Okay, so outside, was there any other reason beyond AWP that you thought that this was not a YouTube, or excuse me, that this was a YouTube TV show?
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, the true crime community and stuff, you know.
Okay,
their little section of
You see, you could call me ideologically or like just for this instance, hypothetically, I'm one of Upchurch's children in this scenario because he opened my just his point of view. I never heard it from his mouth. Like I never heard his words explaining it, but I understood what he meant from the rip. Like from the moment that he said, there's not even a guarantee that this girl is real. I understood exactly what he meant because anybody that's done the deep dives can see that there's like a very clear fucking absence of information there where if you were to look up your best friend, your real life best friend, or one of your relatives, there wouldn't be an absence of information. But so being one of Upchurch's ideological children in this scenario, I have to say I've only watched Upchurch on YouTube. So I don't know that his ass is real. I can't guarantee that Upchurch is a real person, and in my mind, he could very well be a figment of YouTube's imagination or whatnot.
Made you think that they were making it up, or?
Well, no, just that it was like just YouTube content.
Okay, but did you do any like research on news stories outside of YouTube or anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so you just stay sort of confined to YouTube in terms of what you.
Well, the news stuff kind of made it onto YouTube also. So
okay, but did you go to like Google and search about this Kylie Rodney thing? And again, I'm trying to keep us confined to this time. We were on August 20th at the time that you are. Kind of focusing on Zanime and Ikidmel. What sort of investigation had you done into the Kylie Rodney case?
Well, okay, G. Watson says, our freedom of speech is based on a moral line. Where do we draw the line? Absolute freedom breeds degeneracy and allows evil to spread. That is a very good, very pertinent point, G. Watson. That is a very good point. Where do we draw the line? You know, because corporate interest is also a factor in freedom of speech, and not for any stupid reasons, not for any unnecessary reasons, but you do have to protect the corporate interest to some extent, right?
I don't really know the answer so long. Okay, but you probably mostly were on YouTube in terms of what you need from.
Is it moral to shit on a grieving family? I mean, that is subjective. I mean, that's all based on your morals, right? I don't find it moral, but I don't feel like that's shitting on a grieving family. I feel like that's a very provocative way of phrasing what Upchurch did.
Information you gleaned about the possibly. Okay. I don't really know the answer so long. Okay, but you probably mostly were on YouTube in terms of what you, the information you gleaned about the possibly. Okay.
Never sue the person who hit you after a car accident. I just got $100,000 for an accident I was in last month.
Yeah, sue the insurance company.
And then, of course, Mr. Cedino has now filed a lawsuit against you. Do you know what the status of that lawsuit is? Is that still pending? I have no clue. Okay.
That's a name I had never heard. Cedino, I've not heard that name. Mud Daddy says, "Oh, he shits on that family for show." I'm not, like I said, I'm not a Upchurch watcher, so I don't know what he has or hasn't done. Imagine your child dies and this dude saying she wasn't real, and you're just faking it for GoFundMe money. How would you feel? Okay, but you see though, look, and with the rise of AI, you can appreciate this sentiment a little bit more than back when Upchurch initially said this. But I want you to flip that in reverse. And I agree that what you're saying, yes, that would be it wouldn't be that hurtful. I mean, it would just kind of be annoying. But flip that in reverse and say, what if you were told this person exists and it was really just to play on your heartstrings and get you to feel a certain way to prepare you to vote on some whatever, or accept some Patriot Act or some shit. Like, that shit happens. Social engineering is a very real thing.
But just backing up, based on what you gleaned from YouTube, it seems you formed the opinion that this was some sort of foul play.
Object to the form.
I have no idea.
Well,
It's crazy how, like, they're questioning him like as if he's like an investigator or something.
do you have the opinion that this was foul play?
I can't remember that far back.
Okay. Do you remember when Kylie's body was discovered on August 21, 2022? Remember that day or that general news story that Kylie Rodney's body was discovered?
I do not.
Okay.
Well, you see, now that's, and I appreciate Watson. I appreciate you so much, man, for having the conversation with me and not just getting annoyed and hold on. And not just getting annoyed and thinking that I'm like trolling, but you have to remember too that the family did ask for the attention, and scrutiny comes with attention. Like that's the thing, is that we've tried to soften all the edges in society, man. And when you try and soften all the edges, it ends up stripping away freedom at its core. This is the reason why Thomas Jefferson and salute to the greatest president to ever live on the face of this earth, Teddy Roosevelt, they both made comments on how if you would sacrifice freedom for safety, you deserve neither. And it's because freedom comes with the component of not being safe. And which means your feelings from being hurt and being insulted or being annoyed or being scrutinized or whatever else have you.
Well, we'll play a little video. There's a video where you were on a live stream with this Zav girl. You recall this? Okay. And
So they said like a prayer and stuff.
yeah, this was, we'll get the citation of the complaint in just a second. Paragraph 46 and 47. This video was uploaded 8/21/22, which is the day she's found. And this is, in fact, the moment that she's found is recorded on this live stream. So I'll play this.
What section did you say?
46 and 47. My notes on my PowerPoint are correct.
That's a very good comment that you just made right there, G. Watson. G. Watson says, I understand what you're saying, can't always believe everything, but if you go around believing nothing, then you've lost your mind. But, and this is going to be something that ends up being like a, well, in the AI discussions that I've had with like some of the people that are willing to acknowledge like the bigger aspects, that's something that people are gonna have to actually like relearn, is where do you draw the line at of what is real? And to me, my barometer is what I can touch in my physical body in real life. If I can't touch it and interact with it, and it's not like, then I don't assume it's real. I don't assume it's fake. It's Schrodinger's cat to me. It could be real, it could be fake. The odds could go either way. Like it's 50-50, but I don't give it the benefit of the doubt in either way, to be honest.
You could take time to read 46, 47.
Yeah, I'll probably open up the panel after we cut out a chunk of this, but that's a good suggestion, Ruck. Thank you. How old am I? I'm 39.
It's 9:32. It's 9:32 or not on the record?
Okay, before we went off the record, I was just about to ask you about this video. Essentially, the moment that Kylie Rodney.
Oh, nice. We're twinsies. Twinsies. Are you a guy or a girl? G. Watson. Are you my guy twinsie or my girl twinsie? Just curious.
Bodies found is reported on this live stream. I'll play this for you.
Let's do okay, can we take a moment here?
Yes, that's a very good statement right there too, Mud Daddy. Mud Daddy says it's not soft to keep something to yourself if you don't know it to be facts. And the Fat Church's fans are more like a cult that believes everything he says and literally attacks people for him. That right there is true, man. That's something that people need to get more in the habit of doing, is to be able to be okay with the fact that they don't know everything. It's okay to just be learning something for the first time, man. A lot of times people can't do that, but that's so true too. One of the places where I think Upchurch fucked up, man, is the fact that every time he went on a panel, he maxed out the super chat. And bro, like, you're buying influence at that point, bro. Like, that's just a bad move, bro. Like, don't go on a panel and like be spewing a provocative ass opinion and then max out the super chat. Like, that's crazy. We're from the generation of the huge switch in our society to take it. Yeah, facts. Nice to meet you, Greg. Salute, bro. Welcome to the blind spot.
Recently, I went on my first cruise, and it was so much fun. It was 7 nights with Virgin Voyages through the Caribbean. So,
Wow. You guys, let's put a prayer out for Kylie and for Kylie's family, please, right now. There's over 1,000 people in chat as a collective, whatever you believe in. Ryan, do you want to lead us in a quick prayer? Oh my God, that's so good.
And you see, like, dang, that's a hell of a position to be put in, man, because, like, he's a Christian, and like, that's like pandering on so many levels. Who was that? Zav girl, man? Zav girl, you're better than that, man. You're better than that, yo.
May we pray for Kylie's family, Kylie's friends, and I want to say that
he's not a Christian?
Nobody should really be doing anything about this now. There really shouldn't be anything put anywhere that's going to make our mom even more devastated than she's already going to be. I hope everybody can heal from this, and I hope everybody can watch the community of Truckee and be a little bit more careful and be aware of their surroundings so it's going to happen to anybody else, and know their mom has to go to sleep with their daughter not in the house with them.
Well, solid attempt, but you can tell he's not used to praying out loud. What do you call it? But he said pretty much like what anybody would say, like, just to look after mom and family. So I'm not aware of what Gnosticism is. I mean, I've heard of it, but I'm not up to date on what that means.
Do you remember that moment when you said that there shouldn't be anything put anywhere that could make her mom more devastated than she's already going to be? What did you mean by that?
I meant, like, you see that line right there, people. You see how the lady suggested the prayer, and then another one suggested the prayer thing. These are the people that were covering this all the time, doing this, like, speculating and whatnot. I was put me on the spot. I was pretty much just came up with whatever was on top of my head, and I was looking at all these people that make the content for it, so that's what came out.
So you were talking about putting content on YouTube. When you said put anything anywhere, you meant like putting content on YouTube that could potentially...
Well, I mean, like the toxicity of that specific, like, line of people right there, kind of like misconstrued and stuff.
Okay, so in other words, putting things on YouTube that could hurt the family's feelings.
You can say that.
Okay.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, like, I've never had a conversation with this guy. I've never listened to this guy talk. I've never even listened to his music. And as I'm like watching his his like mannerisms and the way that he talks, like, is he from West Virginia? I'm curious. Is he from West Virginia? Tennessee. Okay, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee wasn't that bad when I was around. When I used to live out in Alabama, but it's like he has like regressed into like a fucking full blown ass hillbilly. Like he can't even like speak coherently. Like I'm looking at his eyes to see if his brain is as goofy as his speech is, and it doesn't appear to be. His brain seems to be working clearly, but he like it might be like a mouthful of chaw and shit, but oh shit, you're in Alabama? Twinsies? Where at? I used to stay in Mobile.
Yeah, I mean, at this stage.
This video is from January. Okay, wait, I just barely ran across it. Like I was a big part of the like, bro, I would flame the people that were investigating the Kylie Rodney case. Like I just thought that because I agree. Like that's the thing. That's the thing too, is that I've put in work on that side of the argument. So I understand anybody that wants to say like that what he did is damaging and all that stuff like that. I get all that, and I don't think those people should be doing what they do, but I don't think that those people should be shut down either. I don't think that anybody should be shut down. I think everybody should be heard out, and that it's the onus needs to be on people to be smart enough to discern what is good information and what's not, yo. And if you can't, then that's your problem.
Did you believe Kylie Rodney was a real person and with a real family? And
I still don't know. I don't know any of these people.
But I mean, as of the time of this video, as of August 21st, 2022.
I mean, if I don't right now, I definitely don't then.
You don't.
What kind of crazy like that I don't know, bro. Like this shit almost seems like it's purposefully just like wrong, cuz it's like Billy Bob fucking Crenshaw chat the last month did y'all think Billy Bob Crenshaw was a real person or not? And it's like, bro, I'm supposed to like what is Upchurch supposed to at this point? Like by this point, what proof does Upchurch have that they are real people? Just plain devil's advocate. Like what proof? Not fucking appealing to people's emotions and saying how hurt and sad the family is by us asking that question. Proof, tangible proof. I don't think that he does have any. I don't think that it's changed. And to ask him that is a crazy question. Okay. Let me catch up. I like what y'all are saying in the chat. Bro stayed up days at a time, shot out on Addies and investigating and coming up with oh shit. Yeah, that's never a good idea, bro. Gnostic doctrine. Thank you, Ruck. Thank you, bro. Taught that the world was ruled by a lesser divinity, the demiurge, and that Christ was an emissary of the remote supreme being, esoteric knowledge. Thank you. You say you don't really know much about Ryan. Well, you have several former fans in here that will tell you to do the shout out here under some sort of psychosis. Well, I mean, he don't appear to be. Like, just at a glance, his eyes seem very present.
Currently believe that she's a real person?
I don't know who these people are.
When you say these people, are you referring to
Anyone on here. I'm looking at.
Are you talking about on this video?
On anyone on the screen, I don't know any of these people.
Are you talking about David Robertson and Daniel Rodney?
I don't say I'm on that.
Okay, well, my question was, do you, as we sit here today, do you accept that Kylie Rodney was a real person?
I don't know who she is or not. I can't know someone that I don't know,
Okay. You mean what, because you haven't met her? Or what do you mean by that?
I can't know someone I don't know.
Yeah, for example, we have a new president coming in. His name is Donald Trump. Is he real?
Well, I've seen him before,
in real life. So you have to have seen someone before you can. You met Kamala Harris.
You see, boom. I was waiting to see how long. 17 minutes and 57 seconds until we got to the crux of the problem here, to the fucking kernel of the issue that is going to, like, this is the most important part of, like, this whole scenario is do we, at some point, are they going to force Upchurch the same way that they did Alex Jones? Well, Alex Jones was a controlled opposition, so he was in on it from the rip. But I don't know about Upchurch. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But are they going to force him to acknowledge the existence of something that he has no tangible physical proof of? And if so, then where do you draw the line in that? And how do you, like, because he has a very concise, very real point when he says, I can't know something that I don't know. He doesn't know her family. He doesn't know anything about. So, like, are we supposed to rely on the news? Are we supposed to rely on, I'm not saying Donald Trump doesn't exist. I'm saying if you haven't, bro, like, you have to, it just hasn't gotten to the point yet. And I'll give y'all that. I'll give y'all that. Right now, I might sound like I am reaching, but just wait until AI has slopped out the internet about 30% more, and you'll understand what I mean. We're gonna have to default back to a reliance on being able to prove to ourselves what is real and what is not. And the only way to do that is in physical life. We can't do that ideologically. We can't do that with influence and trust.
Real life?
No.
You think she's real?
Possibly.
You think it's possible she's not real?
It's possible. Everything's possible.
Okay. This is the AWP video that they put out down this.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that you can't call something reality if it has not been proven to be real. I agree. I agree with what you're saying, Greg. You said, I understand AI is going to F us over, but you can't deny reality. If you deny reality, then you give AI more power. The thing is that reality is only what you can prove to be real. Reality is not a reliance on somebody's word. Like, and if you look at these, a lot of these, almost every time one of these arguments comes up, especially like with the Sandy Hook people and Alex Jones and events like that, it's immediately an appeal to emotion. And oh, the family's so upset by anybody asking that question. How could you ever do that to them? Like, that negates the entire initial question, though, because the initial question is, how do I know this is real? How do I know this is true? Have you ever been to Nigeria? Does Nigeria exist? I don't know if Nigeria does or doesn't exist. I know it exists on a map. And I've been to California. I know that California exists. I mean, I don't know. I can't guarantee you that Nigeria exists. I would have to default to my history teachers and stuff like that, my geography teachers. But bro, and I know that sound like, I know, bro. I believe me, man. I know that I am a little bit ahead of the times by saying this, because it has not gotten to the hopeless point to where you realize that you have to look at things like that yet. But it will, bro. I promise you. AI, people's imagination, the lies, the fog, it's all going to be so thick and so just confusing that you're gonna have to figure out a way to discern reality for yourself. Did the teachers go to Nigeria, or did they study? Well, the thing is, though, is they don't actually know that Nigeria is there by studying the maps. You're trusting that that is a true and real account, and like when you break it down, you know that. Like we can discuss astrophysics if you want, but I understand that they're all theoretical and hypothetical and metaphorical. Like, that shit is not physics. Astrophysics is not physics. Physics is like in this real physical life.
Video, so we can ask a couple questions about this. This video is actually uploaded August 31st, 2022, which is 10 days after Kylie's body is found. It was uploaded in the like members only thing. Do you remember if and when you watched the AWP video?
I'm not a member of
AWP stuff. That's a good projection. Let me rephrase that. Have you ever seen the AWP video on the Kylie Rodney case? It's like a 47-minute video, 831.
You say it's paid for members?
Well, we answer that question. Have you ever seen this video? It's titled.
Well, okay, G. Watson says, me or you couldn't go to outer space, but we could go to Nigeria if we wanted. It is real and provable. The thing is that provable is not proven. So I agree, it is provable one way or the other, but it is still Schrodinger's cat. And until me or you, since it is me and you in this conversation, until me or you takes the time to go do that, then I cannot, for the sake of the conversation, I cannot rely on. I don't believe anything that I can't prove physically, yo. And I've already said this on my channel many times. I don't believe. It could be one way or the other, man. Schrodinger's cat. Like, that's my approach to everything these days. But I don't just immediately trust it. I can do them. I can. Like, I know how to take in the information for like cataloging sake, or like what would you call it, like equations and stuff like that. I know how to absorb the information, but that is not the same as having a knowledge of it being real. Like I can memorize a map and tell you where all the places are. That doesn't mean that I've been to them places and can guarantee you that the dirt there is really there.
How we found Kylie Rodney, murder or accident?
I don't think so.
You don't think you've ever seen that video?
I have no idea.
Well, why don't we play this clip and let's see if this. Now, this is just a snippet of the video, which is when they.
But look, okay, and look, Greg, I want you to just humor me. I want you to do a little exercise with me. You're telling me that Nigeria is real. And you are saying that I should accept that fact without actually touching the earth of Nigeria. Now, I'm asking you, is there any way that you can prove to me that it's real without me visiting the place? Like, can you think of any way mathematically or scientifically or even theologically or even whatever, I don't know, any kind of way to prove to me that Nigeria is real and where they say it's at and all of the other things without hello shit me and my boy debate or bounce ideas up. Yeah, same here. That's why I always say I don't fuck with echo chambers, man. I would rather have somebody around that is able to think for themselves. And I really do appreciate you being here, Greg. Thank you for joining us, man. And to all you other guys that are here being creeping toms, thank you for watching. I appreciate every little bit of support. I am the Blizzy, and I ask you guys to just do one tiny little thing, and that is hit the like, the subscribe, and the share with the notification bell. That share button is the most important button on this platform. If you hit that share button, it'll give you a couple of options. Hit the create post and just write whatever in there. Blizzy wants to know what you think. Come say hi. Come prove Blizzy wrong. Whatever you want, man. Just type something in there and hit post, and it will share me to your YouTube wall, and I will be promoted to all the people in adjacent chats that you cross paths with. If you don't feel like doing that, cool, but it would go a long way to help the channel. Can you memorize the lines of the monologue? Oh, dang. I can. Yes, I can, bro. I absolutely can. I haven't, though. I have the world is on the stage, and all the men and women merely players. Yeah, I can, right? I can, bro. Give me like a week and I'll do that. If you don't want to believe it, then there's nothing I can do to make you believe it. I could fly you there if you don't want. Exactly. But the thing is that, like, do you understand that at the core of it, it's a belief. Like, you believe that it's there. You don't have a reliance on fact that it's there. Like, you cannot guarantee that it's there, not even to yourself.
Pull her car out of the water, but I'm gonna play it for you.
Stop buying generic Viagra if you're over 40. You qualify for 9 tablets of 100 milligrams.
Okay, I'm gonna let this play for a second. I gotta go get me a piece of pecan pie, man. Give me 1 second.
The Specialty Search and Rescue Team, Adventures with Purpose, said that they have located the body and vehicle of the missing teen. They said they found Rodney inside her car, which is in just 14 feet of water. The team says they notified family and law enforcement. Placer County Sheriff's office will now be taking over the investigation.
She was last seen around midnight at a high school graduation party with more than 100 people. Kylie had texted her mother that night, telling her she would be leaving the party in about 45 minutes, and her mom texted her to be safe and told her she loved her. She said her daughter texted, "Okay, Mom, I love you too." Kylie's silver Honda SUV had never been found until reportedly today.
What the hell? Alright, hang on, guys.
Girls and young adults who were at that party, somebody must know something.
Okay, the video just turned into like some weird ass music and Upchurch just like staring at the wall. No, I could physically take it and prove it to you, but you would be the one not believing. Well, the thing is though, is that for now, until you did do that, it's still a belief on your behalf.
It's just in for a newsroom.
Well, I actually agree with everything you're saying. My point though is that until you take the initiative to actually do the physical thing, it is still just a belief.
County Sheriff Porter has confirmed the body found in the...
Okay, they're watching a video.
So, okay. In any event, that's what you uploaded this video. Okay, this is paragraph 57 of the complaint video reference there.
He's not gonna remember all this stuff.
I'm sending my prayers and love to Kelly's mom and Kelly's family and Kelly's friends. I would also like to say this to the YouTube community that has covered this little girl. It's sickening how some of y'all act and the stuff y'all say. For what? For followers? For donations? And dragging this stuff out, making crazy claims. But when one person stands out and says something that could be helpful or factual information, everyone jumps all over that person for YouTube views. If you're using a 16-year-old missing girl for YouTube views, you are a piece of shit.
Well,
okay, so
bring, 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 bring. Hello? Hey, Pop, this is the kettle. You're black. That's Upchurch, cause bro, like half of your YouTube existence is like kind of based off of this case. So like that's hypocritical AF.
at the top of that video, you're offering your prayers to Kylie's mom Kylie's family, did you accept at the time of this video that Kylie Rodney was a real person with a real family?
No.
You did not accept that.
It's not that I didn't accept it, I just don't know.
Well, why would you make the video if you did?
It's YouTube.
What does that mean?
Well, you know how cancel culture is.
How can you explain that?
Well, when you say certain things, a lot of people will come after you to go, you know, say what they say. And sometimes you have to say something to kind of satisfy everybody.
Oh, so this is kind of an act, this video?
What's your personality? I guess you could say. It's a YouTube personality.
Okay, so the person that you are on YouTube is not necessarily reflective of who you are in real life.
Lord, no.
Okay, say more about that. When you make a YouTube video, you said it's a personality.
It depends what section you talk about. Population.
I don't understand that.
Well, I'm a musician. I'm a songwriter. I have a history section. Creative thinking section. True crime. Depends on which one you're talking about.
So they're all sort of different characters that you play?
Damn.
I don't really think I wouldn't call it that. They're not all like separate. They don't have like all. I'm talking about separate categories of the YouTube. And in this one specifically, sometimes you gotta say stuff so people stop saying crazy stuff on your comment section.
Okay, so you didn't really believe this that you said in this video, prayers for a family. You were just playing a personality to satisfy some segment of you.
Damn. I gotta admit, I'm pretty surprised at the fact that Upchurch is sticking to his guns here, because I expected him to try to walk it back like already, but he's straight up saying like I was copping a plea, yo, and I didn't mean that shit.
Object to the form.
Yeah, I don't know how to even answer that.
Well, I think he testified that this video is some sort of YouTube personality that you're presenting to the world.
Object to the form.
I mean, it's YouTube.
Right. What I'm saying is, did you genuinely believe any of this? This condolences to Kylie's family.
I would have to see the timeline. When was this video inserted? But
well, we've established that it's August 22nd. Let me just finish that. It's August 22nd, 2022, the day after Kylie Rodney's body is found. We just saw you offer a prayer on the Zap Girl Live. Now we got this, where you're saying condolences to Kylie's family.
I mean, this does not look good at all, yo. That's a horrible look, man, because basically they're getting this dude to admit that he panders to a Christian audience for sympathy views and shit, like, or like emotional views and stuff like that. That's crazy.
I'm just saying, did you believe this?
well, I didn't offer the prayer. The other person did.
Okay, we'll just let that speak for itself. I'm saying in this particular video, did you believe what you were saying?
I don't remember, but I do know that you weren't an.
Okay, guys, I have my my good mic hooked up to my phone, and my phone is dying, so I have to disconnect my mic to charge it. I want to see if my sound still stays good. Okay, can you guys still hear me clearly and stuff? I'm sure it doesn't sound as good, but can you still hear me?
I can tell you one of two things I was doing.
Okay.
either satisfied thousands of people that wanted me to say that, or just be nice.
Okay.
Perdón por la demora. Acá tenés tu set de sushi. Vos trabajás en Temu, ¿no? ¿Cómo te da la cara para venir a comer?
Okay. And then we've got the complaint over here. Let me get to this. This was uploaded by Placer County Sheriff's Department on August 23rd, 2022. It says identity of Kylie Rodney confirmed. It's posted to their official Facebook page. I clicked that yesterday. That link is actually still active. Okay, so the next video that you upload, well, it's not exactly the next one I'm going to ask you about, is
Where's that posted?
Placer County Sheriff's
Site or website?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Facebook until recently.
Okay. Get back to where it was here.
I want to say that I'm sending my prayers and love to Kylie's mom.
As I was saying, the next video you upload that I'm going to ask you about is August 28th. This is reference paragraph 61 of the complaint.
Okay, sorry, my thing froze up. Oh, what's up, Megan? Salute to you and happy Thanksgiving. Welcome in. Basically, his defense is it's a YouTube character, and if I can't see it with my eyes, then it doesn't exist. That isn't going off. Yeah, true that. Right on, Rook. We will be here. Thank you for coming and modding. I'll probably be here for a good little minute. This thing still got 4 hours now. Now, you know, like just to take a breather from the deposition for a second, my thoughts on this like whole thing, big picture, is that there's two schools of thought. There's the trusting, what will like depends on like how you want to classify it. You're free to classify it how you want. You can say the logical people and the illogical people, or the realistic people and the non-realistic people, or whatever. But it's basically going to be the people that say, because think about this. If I make a YouTube video right now, completely off the dome, that says, Jibbity Doodah County is happy to appoint Judge Zumbawamba to this office for this many years, and Sheriff Mojo Jojo to this office for this many years, and I state those names with authority and establish an understanding that those are men of authority, and then I start disseminating information about quote unquote cases through the words or the quotes or the quotations, or however you want to say, of these men. Now, as a completely off guard third party or third hand viewer that comes across this content, that's seeing blind give a video of how Sheriff Mojo Jojo arrested crack dealer with 1,000 pounds of crack and stuff like this. Now, is it your instinct to assume that it's true, or is it your instinct to assume that it's not true? Now, like, the dividing line for this argument seems to be like right down the middle in a lot of instances. It's a very polarizing concept because a lot of people seem convinced that we should be reliant on because according to like the common perception, I would never make up that this judge was a real person, and I would never assume his words and like speak for him in an authoritative manner and stuff. That why would I ever do that? You see, like these assumptions are the assumptions that like cut the legs out from under the belief right out the gate. I don't give a shit about drug busts, but generally believe it in the news says police. Well, we don't even have to say drug bust. Let's go 1 for 1, and let's say Sheriff Mojo Jojo rescued a 13-year-old girl last weekend, and this girl, her name was Jennifer Morrison or something. And do you have any like the thing is that when it comes to YouTube, all sources are equal and equally untrustworthy. Like, there is no authoritative source or whatever. There is no trustworthy source on YouTube. So if you ask me, I think Upchurch actually has a fighting chance if he can just slow down the litigation in this lawsuit, because it has to. There is no way that we're gonna be able to maintain this this perspective of trust first with the way the AI is looking.
Let's just hear that.
Alright. Oh, bro. You notice since the beginning.
Sorry, I didn't quite get to the top of that before we were.
Cause there ain't no fucking dead girl, bro. There ain't. You notice since the beginning it's been like a fucking reality show with all these people calling in and popping up and I have information and well, your information looks sketchy. No, it's not. Oh, he's crazy for calling her information sketchy. Seems to be fucked up, dumb internet. They're doing it on purpose. The reason they're sticking their fucking neck out there is because there is no actual crime. The only crime that is going on is a scam to get GoFundMe money. Why do you think when the police said, hey, we found the car?
Now you see, Greg says, nope, he's cooked. He may be, man. He may be. I may have to try to get in his corner to help him come up with some type of defense. But what do you call it? See, where he fucked up right here is he sold himself short on his own theory. Like, bro, the GoFundMe money, that's stupid, bro. Like, that's not big enough. That's not to do it for GoFundMe money is not big enough to cover the cost of doing it. Like a conspiracy like this has to be like all encompassing. It's in for a penny, in for a pound. You have to look at a much bigger motive than GoFundMe money. Like, so you kind of like stepped on your own toes with that, because of course like that's gonna be what's turned around and makes you look like an asshole, because anything that is big enough to orchestrate what you're accusing them of orchestrating, they don't need no GoFundMe money, bro. Like, you have to think bigger than that. Like, you weren't deep enough in your bag at this point, I guess.
Kylie's body, and Sammy got on Instagram and was like, no, they didn't, because they didn't. There ain't nobody. There ain't no Kylie Rodney. It's bullshit. It's fake. How can you fake a death? I mean, well, fuck, dude, if you're the police. I mean, shit. I mean, hello. You can make some bullshit documents, get a bullshit card, fucking get a bullshit tag, make a bullshit.
Now, you see what's crazy to me is all of the people that want to act like what he's saying ain't true. And I'm not saying that what he's saying about Kylie Rodney, because I don't know anything about that. I'm saying what he's saying about if a police force wants to fake information or something. Like, that is a fact, bro. MK Ultra and Project Fishbowl, Project this, Project that, like all these projects have shown us that is very much the case. Motive for what, though? The chick was drunk and drove her car into the lake. There is no conspiracy here. Doubling down and going deeper in his BS is like is only making it worse. Well, the thing is, though, is that I operate in logic and reasoning to to my best degree. And if you're right, then I fully believe that if he keeps digging with the same train of logic, that he will come to that answer. Like, there's like, it's one or the other, right? It's not like there is not an answer. Like, maybe this case, you see, because how the other side handles this too is going to tell us a lot, because if I'm not mistaken, he gets to make discovery when in this lawsuit, so he gets to actually see the black and white or green and black or whatever proof documentations that show that she was in fact a real person. So like, I mean, I don't know, like but that's the way I always look at it, is if you stay with the same train of logic and you're wrong, it will be shown to you at some point or the other. And the thing is, though, is that like he's not logically consistent, because it's like, okay, you're gonna say that the police faked it, but they faked it for GoFundMe money, bro. Like, when you have control of a police force and news outlets and all this stuff, like, bro, her parents are suing him. Doesn't that prove they are real people? Not necessarily. Number one, I haven't heard her parents' name yet. I heard a couple of names that I didn't recognize, like Jana Rodney, who I don't even know who that is. And also, nowadays, there are LLCs, like, people do things from like third party LLCs and shit like that. So like, I'm just saying, and I'm not saying that that's the case in this. I don't know. I haven't seen the documentation to see like who v who or whatnot. But just the fact that he's being sued does not inherently mean that her parents are real.
Profile with a bullshit person, I don't know, get rid of the card, like, fuck you, this person's missing, we gotta find them, go find me. Free money, hello? This is why it doesn't make sense. It's a scam to get fucking GoFundMe money or something.
See, like, that's what I mean. Like, that's not consistent with that logic is not consistent with the logic in the rest of what his accusation. You know what I mean?
Saw they're saying prayers for, Kylie's family, and now we have there ain't no fucking dead girl, bro. And the amount of time that's passed between those videos is about 6 days. What in those 6 days changed, if anything?
In like what?
Well, in the last video, you're offering prayers to her family, and now in this video, you're saying there's no dead girl. You're also saying apparently the police department is somewhat in on it. Is that what you were suggesting?
I don't know that.
Well, you said something about a fake police department. What were you thinking about that?
I don't remember saying that.
Okay.
That's facts. That's facts, Greg. That is facts, bro. That's facts. What you just said. You said that line is the defamation. They are scammers that causes reputational damages. That is facts. Like, that's why I'm saying, like, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, if he would have thought it through correctly, then he would have sidestepped that entire issue. Because if you really think that she's not a real person, then the only way that makes possible sense is if the entire information body that is disseminating information about this person is lying, misrepresenting the facts. So you can't, like, that's like a cop-out to say that it's for scam money. That's like a goofy cop-out. Like, if you think that you're a goofball, like, social engineering happens for reasons that are so far beyond money, like, way beyond money. And, like, again, I'm only playing devil's advocate to this situation. I don't actually have a dog in this fight. I don't know what the truth of it is. I know that I don't trust anything that I can't see and touch and interact with in real life, but that is outside of litigation. I follow the law to a T. Kylie Rodney is very real, and from what I can, was very real. God rest her soul. Her family is real and stuff like that. But I'm just presenting like the logical arguments of why what he's saying could have possibly made sense. He also called Mevlin Cedino a human trafficker, had to pay him out too. They settled out of court. This one is going to jury trial. He will have to convince the average person, not conspiracy theorists. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm a conspiracy factist. But just to clarify.
I think it's farther through here.
The only crime that is going on is a scam to get GoFundMe money. Why do you think when the police said, hey, we found the car in Kylie's body, and Sammy got on Instagram and was like, no, they didn't, because they didn't. There ain't nobody. There ain't no Kylie Rodney. It's bullshit. It's fake. How can you fake a death? I mean, well, fuck, dude, if you're the police, I mean, shit. I mean, hello. You can make some bullshit documents, get a bullshit car, fucking get a bullshit tag, make a bullshit profile with a bullshit person, fucking, I don't know, fucking
bullshit.
Person's missing. We gotta find them. GoFundMe. Free money. Hello. This is why it doesn't make sense. It's a scam to get fucking.
Denying reality isn't factist. Well, I don't. Like I said, I'm everything that we've discussed so far in this stream about the Kylie Rodney case. I'm not presenting my opinions or disposition about any of this. I'm presenting the possible side of opposite side, which would be Upchurch's side in this instance. I'm not. I don't subscribe to any of these. Like I just, it's a big question mark in my head. Like it's just unknown until unknown until further notice. Like until I get the information to tell me, I just leave it as a question mark. So like, I'm not claiming any of this stuff. You know, you're saying you don't believe things if you don't see it with your eyes. That is very well. You say that, but I implore you. I actually beg you to please reconsider that, because moving into the future, you're going to see that depending on anybody else's direction or dictation is going to be a huge mistake, yo. Like, and we're already there. Like, I know that you said that, like, that's the future. No, like, we're there. We are at the point where you cannot rely on anything digital to be fact, coming from anywhere. You cannot rely on it being fact. So the only way that you, like, we have to go all the way, like it's like reverse evolution, man. Like we have to go all the way back down. So you're just saying, no, I'm saying that the percentage of morally corrupt people is so high, it's gotten to the tipping point that their influence is so pervasive that it outweighs all of the trustworthy or truth-telling people basically in our society, and it cancels them out. So if you're logical, if you're truth-seeking, if you're trying to like understand fact from fiction, you have to realize this, and you have to realize that you cannot no longer depend on anybody to tell you what is what, because everything is all bullshit at this point. Like, even, have you not seen, bro? I don't know if are you Christian? If you, I don't know if you're Christian. Maybe you're religious. Maybe you're spiritual. I don't know what your belief system is, but have you not seen that every single aspect of life, all the religious teachings, all of the spiritual teachings, all of the psychological studies and medical studies, like every piece of information that we had and like had a grip on, like these exact words mean this, like all of that stuff has been watered down at this point. Like if you wrote let's say you were in college 10 years ago and you wrote a thesis, and to prepare for this thesis you studied 5 medical journals, and you remember those medical journals verbatim. We've gotten to the point to where all of the information in those medical journals would be misrepresented and all confused and fucked up today. You feel me? If I told you there was a store called Kim's Corner in the town near me, would you believe me or think I'm lying to you? I have no reason to lie and believe lying is morally corrupt. Well, you see, I am like, okay, look, conversationally, I'd be willing to accept that. I have no reason not to believe it. But if you were to ask me, like, what I can rely on being true, I can't even rely on who you are, if you are who you say you are, if you are where you say you are. So to me, it's conversationally, I can accept what you're saying. I don't have any reason to challenge it or call you a liar. Sure, that could be true. Very possible. I don't have any reason not to believe it. But if you were to ask me blind, what store is in a town near Greg, you have to tell us, and it has to be fact. I would not be able to tell you that Kim's Corner was the store that was in the town near you, because I don't consider that a fact until I see it, until I am able to, like, it's a very simple concept, but it's also a very complicated concept too for people that trust. I choose to see the good in humanity and generally choose to believe the common person. They don't generally have a mass agenda. I see the good, but don't ignore the bad. Well, I search for the good, but only seem to be able to identify and categorize the bad. The good is fleeting.
GoFundMe money or something.
So that bit about the police fabricating documents, what led you to believe that something like that happened?
Don't believe it.
There's got to be an easier way to find a credit card that's right for me.
Well, Credit Karma is here to help.
And it's like this is have you ever heard the statement, just because you don't believe in evil does not mean that evil isn't at work on you, or it isn't in play against you, or preparing to be in play against you. Like, there's a lot of people that think, oh, I don't believe in devil worshippers, so they think that they don't exist, but they still exist. That's the thing with this is all these liars and confusers, and I don't even know what the reason is for it. I really don't, man. Like, all of the mass confusion and stuff, all of the mass idiocy and ignorance that's being like, it's like contagious. I agree, it's getting pretty fucked. That won't make me treat anyone as liars. I'll treat others the way I want to be treated until getting the reason. I agree with that. That's the reason why I said that conversationally I can accept. I mean, I don't even think of, like, I'm not even saying that I would think of you as, like, I don't think of anybody as liars or like treat them like liars. I accept it. But when you ask me to prove it is whenever it becomes a different thing, because I ain't gonna lie to myself for somebody else's sake. I'm not gonna tell myself that it's a fact because somebody else says it is.
Did you believe about the police department, those comments that you just made?
I don't think anything. I don't understand the context.
You were talking about how the police department could
Greg, maybe you can answer this for me. How intelligent is Upchurch? Like, on a 1 to 10, or like an IQ level guess? Like, do you have like a hypothesis on his IQ level or something? Because I honestly can't tell, like, if he's dumb or not. Just in your opinion, what do you think?
fabricate evidence relating to the car. What led you to believe that that might have happened?
I don't believe that.
Well, in this video, you said that. I guess.
Object to the form.
My question is, when you were saying these things about the police department in this video, what led you to make those statements or think that that could have happened?
I don't know.
Did you do any sort of investigation into the police department?
No, they just messaged me.
They messaged you?
Yes.
Okay.
I had to go turn it into my police department.
When did that happen?
I don't remember.
You got a message from the police department?
Yes.
Okay, and did that lead you to make this particular video about?
No, this was after this.
Okay, so at the time you make this video, you've done no investigation into the police department?
I'm not an investigator.
Well, how about research? Do any sort of research?
I'm not an investigator.
I don't remember.
Okay.
Seemed like an investigator.
In terms of forming your opinion that the girl was not, there ain't no fucking dead girl.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me ask you this, was that your opinion when you made this video?
Did I say that in this video?
You say, that's the top of this video, you say there ain't no fucking dead girl.
I didn't see one.
You didn't.
He's a dropout, but so am I, so I can't hold that against him. I don't really claim to be high intelligence. People's brains work different. Dude, shit, I can't see that word. Dude, something dumb as fuck, but he. Okay, yeah, that's what it seems like. And I agree with you. I don't like think the. I mean, I think there is something to be said about those measurements and stuff, but I don't think they're accurate.
See a dead girl? Okay, so
That was a good answer.
this video? You say that's the top of this video. You say there ain't no fucking dead girl.
I didn't see one.
You didn't see a dead girl?
Said I didn't see one.
Okay, so the let's explore that a little bit more. You say you didn't see her. What do you mean by that? You didn't personally see her in person, or what? You didn't see a video of her body?
I see what you're saying. What I mean is, okay, so videography is my job, and creating sets is my job. So I look at things like this very literal. That's why.
Okay, so you're saying what, because there's no body pictured anywhere, or what? You formed the opinion that there wasn't one?
Well, it's on YouTube. So like I figured, you know, my brain, I'm like, okay, well, Party City, you can order outfits and stuff. People do this all the time for YouTube anyway. It's what YouTube's made for. It's content creation.
Did you explore this case at all outside of YouTube? This Kylie Rodney case?
Get to the form.
Same call, or ask it again. Did you explore or research the Kylie Rodney case at all outside of YouTube?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Not that I recall.
You said you set design is part of your job. Did I understand that correctly?
Correct.
It looks like in the background of this video, is that a picture of you? On the right hand side?
On the right side, that's Lane Staley painting.
No, I'm sorry. To your left, next to that Elvis over there?
Yes.
And who's next to Elvis?
Me.
Okay, and is there something about municipal auditorium?
Yes, the same. We had the same show on the same day.
Okay, so
somebody made that for me.
Okay.
I'm a fan.
So that's in the background. You said it's set design, so was that a deliberate choice to place?
Oh no, I mean like real set designs, like Sony Grid set designs.
Okay. But answer my question, is that a deliberate choice to sort of place this music memorabilia reference to your music career in this video?
No, I'm in my music room. That's why there's a Lane Staley over there. I'm hanging up stuff like on my walls. I just painted it.
It wasn't intentional that you got a picture of you at the municipal auditorium in the frame of this video?
Well, I'm in my music room.
Yeah, I'm just asking, did you intentionally frame the shot to include that picture of you at the municipal auditorium?
No, but I'll stick to like lean to get stuff in the background.
Okay.
You got how long tattoos, right?
Yeah, Alice in Chains.
Yes, baby.
Okay, so this one is complaint paragraph 76, uploaded.
Greg says, I'm pretty sure I know the issue and I've seen it before. I love conspiracy theory, but you really have to know how to handle it. It's really easy to just run and believe some retarded stuff. Now that is a fact, and it's especially double as bad whenever you are addicted to reassurance and people powdering your ass and stuff and agreeing with everything you say. And then you can say some ridiculous shit and then you're not even able to walk it back because by the time it leaves your lips, 100 people are co-signing it and you don't even have a chance to rethink it. I personally think that he would have walked this shit back a long time ago if he wasn't kind of forced to stand on it by all of the opposition and all of the cosigns and shit.
Well, actually, let's go back to the last one. Okay. You took this video down on August 30th, 2022. We're talking now again about You referenced the paragraph 61 of the complaint. Do you recall taking it down?
I do not.
Do you know why you might have taken it down?
Did you
Rejected the form.
I don't know. Are you sure they get taken down by YouTube?
I'm not sure. I just know that.
I don't know.
Does YouTube take your videos down sometimes?
These days they do take it down a lot of these videos.
Including yours?
Oh yeah.
When they do that, why do they do it?
Just if like an audio bite in the background or a song's playing on radio or
Like a copyright strike?
something, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Well, this video wouldn't have been that.
Greg says, you will F around and find some truth that is mind-blowing. Then you start believing some crazy other ish. But honestly, everyone around him has talked about his Adderall abuse. Well, I don't see like that. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to take it when people say things like that. Like, is he a does he abuse Adderall or does he use Adderall? Like, you understand the difference, right? I'm just curious, like, if it's like to the point to where like it is like clear cut abuse, and that's like a known thing.
And that issue, right? Because there's no songs.
I don't know. It could have been listed as for kids and has cussing in it. That could have been it too.
Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you don't recall intentionally removing this video. Is that what you're saying?
I do not.
Viagra and Cialis, they increase blood flow down there. That's why you can physically perform, but they do nothing.
Oh shit. Yeah, that's abuse for sure.
I want to take a 5-minute break, just use the bathroom. That's okay.
Okay, they're taking a recess. I mean, not for nothing, this is a lot more to the point than I expected. I expected them to beat around the bush for a couple of hours before they like jumped right into it, man. Amen. That's my position of where twinsies once again, Greg, because that's the way I feel about drugs too. I condone and promote all drug use until it becomes irresponsible or detrimental. At the point that it becomes detrimental or hazardous or whatnot, then you have to take care of business.
Presenting a YouTube personality in this video.
Rejected form.
Is it possible that you were presenting a YouTube personality in this video?
Anything's possible. I'm not. I can't remember that far back.
When you make these videos,
Hey, facts, bro. I've had a few different people try to get me on smart drugs. Have y'all heard about smart drugs? I can't remember the name of it, man, but there's a movie called, I think it's called Limitless. It has Bradley Cooper in it, and it's about like opening up your mind and shit with the drug. And on multiple occasions, people have tried to get me to take that drug, and I actually thought about it. I was like, well, shit, I like to party sometimes, but then like it just seemed like too much work and stuff. And then the idea of smart drugs and stuff, like I don't need no new addictions and shit, but it did seem like a cool little experiment, maybe.
Is it a deliberate kind of process that you go through, or is it just sort of whatever you feel like, or how do you start making these kind of videos? Okay. When you say these kind of videos, what do you mean? Just like vlogs. Okay. Well, when you used to make vlogs, why? Or back to my question about the process. I mean, how would you approach that? Depends on what the topic is. Okay. On the Kyler Rodney case, let's say. I don't remember. I quit doing these kind of videos. Okay. Well, did you typically, when making vlogs, just generally research or storyboard them or plan, or is it sort of?
Greg says, I like the kids no-cane, but people putting too much bullish in it, I don't trust it. I've also never paid for it, so was never an issue for me. Salute to that, bro. I've had so much of that shit, bro. Like literally, bro, like fucking a lot, dog. That was back in my crazy days. Statute of limitations has run out. I am now almost 40 years old, but I was slinging shit at like 12, and bro, I've had like trash bags full of that shit. But I don't do it. I never done it. My DOC was opiates. I got on painkillers really young, and that shit sidetracked my whole goddamn life pretty much.
Hit record.
I am clean and sober now for a cool minute. It's been years, but I still chug a bottle of Crown every now and then. Right on, yeah, bro. I was in that game for so long, bro. I could peep a dope fiend like a mile away, bro. Like if I walked into somebody's house and seen black smudges like around their peephole or on their blinds, or seen like the like you see like the blinds are there and like at the ends the little pieces like knocked off. That's from a crackhead like peeping out the blinds every 15 seconds. And like things like that, bro, have stayed with me for my whole life. But I could peep a doping from a mile away.
You know what I mean? I'm just asking about your process.
I totally understand. But I don't know how to answer that question because I don't do true crime stuff. It's been years.
It's been years since you made a video on Kyler Rodney.
No.
Okay, well, so let's just stick with Kyler Rodney. When you make a video on Kyler Rodney, do you have a process or not?
No.
Okay. So, in terms of whether you ever actually believed what you said in this video, are you saying you don't remember if you believed it? Or what are you saying about that?
That's good, Greg.
It's not part of my cognitive thinking every day. So I don't know what you want me to say, but I just don't know what I was thinking during that time. Like with this video and the making of it.
Okay. Well, I'm trying to understand if you actually held these views or if you were just sort of playing a character.
Held the views.
Held the view. Held the perspective. Believe, when we play this video, is the other person, is the personality that you're presenting, is that what you genuinely believed, or is that a character that you're playing?
I don't know. I would have to go back to I would have to go back to this time. I don't even live in that house anymore.
Okay.
It was such a long time ago in my world.
So this could be something you didn't really believe when you said there ain't no fucking dead girl. You might not have believed that.
Get to the form.
Oh, it's the same question.
Now he's just getting bogged down on dumb shit. Yeah, bro, I have an addictive personality. I am addicted to soda, bro. Like I'm so addicted to soda. I've tried to stop drinking soda like so many times, man, and I'm addicted to soda. Yeah, I got a problem, but and also snacks, bro. Like I definitely addicted to snacks.
It could be that you didn't believe this at all when you said it.
I really don't know how to answer that question.
Well, could it be possible that you didn't believe this at all when you said it?
I mean, I guess it's possible.
Well, again, just to remember what we're trying to do here today. I just want to know what you're going to tell the jury. Are you going to tell the jury, I genuinely believe that there wasn't a fucking dead girl? Or you're not going to say that?
I've never been in front of a jury, I don't think. I don't know what to say to a jury.
Well, at trial, do you plan on
to them?
Sorry?
You get to talk to them?
Well, they get to hear what the testimony is.
Okay.
So in a roundabout way. But back to the do you intend to defend this case on the basis that you actually
See, now he's just playing dumb because they're like, did you really believe this shit when you said it? I guess he doesn't know, he hasn't thought it through, doesn't know which way he wants to answer that because he's like, I don't know, I'd have to go back and blah, blah. But they're like, I just want to know what you're going to tell the jury. And he's like, we have to talk to them? Yeah, bro. Yeah, you have to sit down and tell the jury what you're thinking. Is it those individual things or the habit of them? Breaking habits can be hard. It's usually easier to switch the habit for something healthy. Yeah. Well, it's for me it's like the habit for sure. Like I smoke too. Anybody who's been like a long time viewer of mine knows I smoke like a fucking chimney. And it's the habit, yo. But it's the habit and the sensation. Like, cause I've tried to do the vapes and stuff, but the thing is too is that like I used to have like all these unhealthy habits, and like I traded them all off, and now I only have like the few habits that I have, which is like sodas and snacks, and like I'll party every now and then, but not very often.
believe that there wasn't a fucking dead girl? Defend.
Pay the rent debt today or I'll evict you.
I promise, I'll pay.
What if your rent could
I don't know if this character is a real person. I don't know. Is what I'm saying.
So, okay. So it sounds like you're saying that you do sort of think this kind of. Excuse me. That she's not real. Kyler Riley's not real.
I don't know her. I don't know if she is or not.
In order to know someone, what are you saying? You have to have physically met them in real life?
I mean, I live in a very rural area. If we don't,
You see, like the whole problem is allowing him to even ask such a stupid ass question. Cause in reality, like not according to Upchurch or Alex Jones or the coast to coast guy, or not according to nobody, but in reality, in order to know somebody, you do have to have met them. Like, that's a fucking crazy question.
see you and talk to you, we don't know you.
I'm sorry to be literal. I'm just gonna have to ask it again. Are you saying that you can't say someone is real unless you've personally met them in the flesh?
That's the way I kind of live. Yeah.
Okay, so to use famous people, Jimmy Carter was just held in state. You know who he is?
Is he the president?
Former President Carter.
Yeah.
Was he a real person? You'd have to meet him to know.
He's probably a real person, yeah. But he's got to have a YouTube account.
Okay. So say more about that. What does that have to do with anything? Whether he has a YouTube account?
Well, YouTube is for content creation. The president is to speak for our country.
Okay. So does Kylie Rodney, how does she fit into that picture? She's not the president. I don't think she had a YouTube account.
What do you mean?
Well, in terms of how do you decide whether she's real?
Do I have to decide she's real?
Well, when you say that she isn't, I'm just wondering.
To me, she's not.
I'm wondering what's behind that. That statement there.
What do you mean?
You said to me she's not real.
Right.
Why not?
That's not that is. No.
You see, like, this is such an unfair framing, yo, because, like, the logical response should be Upchurch saying, why do you assume that she is real? Like, the onus, if I was to say, hey, a comet is crashing into Earth in 30 minutes. And Greg was to say, there is no comet. It would be nonsensical to then go say, Greg, what proof do you have that there is no comet? Like, no, bro, you first have to prove there is a comet. You feel me? Oh, hey, Jen, welcome back and salute.
You don't know who Kylie Rodney is?
No, I've never met her.
Okay. You've never met Kylie Rodney, so she can't be real?
I mean, she could be real, but I've never seen her.
Okay, but to then say on YouTube that she's not real, I'm wondering what's behind that conclusion that you're making.
To me, she's not the. It's on my YouTube channel, to me, no, I don't know if this person's real or not.
But if you're saying she isn't, then it implies you do know something. It implies you know that she isn't. You're saying that.
You're not saying that to me that I've never met this person. So I mean, I can't even say they're real. I don't know. I've never met them.
Okay, well let's get into some more clips here. This is 8:29. The last clip I played was 8:28. So this is the next day. This is the video that you get.
Said everyone telling me I should be ashamed of myself. How dare you say that? Oh, this is fake. Show me that it's real. Show me proof of Kylie Rodney. Show me proof of Sammy Smith. Show me proof of Mag. Show me proof of those people. Show me proof of Rodney. Why don't you try chasing down whose anime is or anything? You can't tell me who any of those people are. You're not going to find it yet. Now look, I do see the dumb people comments. I don't really comment back to them that much because they're dumb people. I see the comment where people's like, oh, what are you, Alex Jones? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? If you're asking me if I'm another person, the answer is no. I'm not Upchurch. If you're asking me, is this a war on information? I'm going to say yes, because misleading information is what is letting people get away. But do you realize that you can be a millionaire on GoFundMe by catfishing people with internet debts? You could do it fast as fuck. Look at the Kylie Rodney GoFundMe. It's made $63,000 in the past 7 days. That's one GoFundMe for Kylie Rodney. If you have 5 GoFundMes for each individual person that you catfish fake a death with, all you need is 3 people. 3 people, 3 viral stories. You're a millionaire in 2 weeks. Show me real proof of Kylie Rodney existing and Sandy Smith existing. And like I said, don't be like, oh, it's obviously a human. Yes, I know. Show me proof of these people with their names actually existed. It's easy, right? Okay, well then show me these names. Show me a picture of her beside a CRV. Show me her making a video in it. Show me anything that indicates this is real. You can't. This ain't. It's a scam.
Never ever sue the driver who crashed into you after a car accident. There's a better way to get compensated that's faster, easier.
So the last part, it ain't. It's a scam. You're not saying I don't know. You're saying it isn't real. Is that right?
No, it's a scam.
Okay.
Now, that's where he messed up. You see, what I think, well, no, I'm not going to give y'all that much truth, but I'll say this. Sometimes you catch a glimpse of some truth, and because you don't understand the entire context of it, you misidentify or mislabel what is happening. And I think that that's a very real possibility that there he was picking up on some truth in there somewhere. I don't know like what parts or what. I haven't siphoned through the information myself to that degree, but or I mean I have actually, but I'm not willing to give my opinion on anything like that right now. But I think that he might have stumbled across some truth and not understood the context of it and made an assumption, and that assumption is the part that's gonna be attaching his ass to the fryer, because making that scam comment is really what's gonna cook him. Like that scam comment, man. Saying she's not real is also a defamation, false statement. I don't know if that's defamation, but Greg also says you can't prove it's a scam. It's a false statement presented. You can't prove it's a scam. I mean, that's true if there's proof. Yeah, you're right. That was just like the wrong. What, bro? Like you're smarter than that, bro. You're smarter than that. What the fuck would make him think? I mean, because if you're smart enough to see all this other stuff, then what would make you think that it would be something as minuscule as a GoFundMe, bro? Like, you gotta think bigger than that if you're talking about, like, fucking false flag operations and shit. You're talking about social engineering at that point. You're not even, it's beyond funds. It's beyond money.
You say you can't show me that it is real. It ain't. It's a scam. Are you trying to say that maybe you thought it was real?
I just said that you can't find anything on it.
Well, you go farther at the end of this video. You don't just say, show me this and I'll change my mind. You say, you can't show me this.
Right.
Because it's a scam. So you put your finger on the scale that it's not real, that it's a scam.
Okay.
That's true.
Why are you doing that? That's my question. What leads you to make that statement?
Because people do that all the time.
Do what all the time?
Like, do these, like, little fake GoFundMe things.
And that's what you thought this was?
Anything. Yeah.
What led you to think it was that? I mean, you said it's a scam. What led you to think it was a scam?
First off, the people that were surrounded and following the case, the stuff that they were saying was pretty wild.
Yeah, that's true. Again, Greg, you say as an online person with millions of followers, you really have to be careful with your words. He was stating it as a fact rather than saying it's his opinion. But you know what's very interesting is that everybody seemed to know better than to follow him down that road. Right? Isn't that very interesting? Like, people were willing to follow him at every other point if he said Placer County Sheriff's Office hired a giant beaver to delegate its responsibilities. People believed that shit like it was gospel. If he said anything else he said, people were right there signing up, man. Put me in, coach. But when it came to this one particular thing, everybody knew stay away from that shit. He has claimed all other country rappers are human traffickers. He blamed what the fuck? I don't know anything about that. I mean, if he has said that, that's crazy talk. He blamed a few other YouTubers, Melvin Cedino. See, how do I not know who that is? For Kylie's disappearance, claiming they were human traffickers. He had, I don't know who that is. Melvin Cedino? That name doesn't even sound familiar to me.
And then they're running these super chat things, like getting money from it. That's nothing big. The people do that all the time. But then the GoFundMe page or something I seen probably, I'm pretty sure there was like a GoFundMe page. Obviously, I said it, so it definitely was somewhere. That's probably why.
You said the people that were around the cave. What did you mean by that?
Like the YouTubers, like talking about.
So because there were some sketchy YouTubers talking about this event, you thought it was, the whole thing was a scam?
No, I'm saying that's how you promote it to make it donate to it.
Okay. So at the time you're making this video, we've just seen that Placer County Sheriff has released a statement saying the identity of Kylie Rodney is confirmed.
Object to the floor.
I'll continue. And the family has also released a statement that's in the complaint.
Where's that at?
That is,
Oh, Ikidmel. Yeah, I know who that was. I know who that is. My bad. Okay, I just didn't know his government name, I guess. I mean, dude seems like a normal enough dude. I never really saw what the gripe was with him. Seemed like a normal enough dude.
Let's actually go to that. So, paragraph 53 of the complaint, Placer County Sheriff's Office releases a statement that says identity of Kylie Rodney confirmed. Do you see that?
Where?
See the it's on the screen now. Paragraph 53. As you sit here today, do you have any reason to doubt that that's a real conclusion of the Placer County Sheriff's Department?
It indicates it's real.
I'm just asking you if you acknowledge that that's the statement that the Sheriff's Department released. That image that says identity of Kylie Rodney confirmed.
Personally, that looks like it was made on like Microsoft Word.
Okay.
If you saw the news, but Fox News is claiming President Trump is declining in the polls. And President Trump...
So you don't believe that the Placer County Sheriff's Office publicly stated that the identity of Kylie Rodney was confirmed on August 23rd, 2022. You think that this image is doctored somehow?
I mean, they may have, but I mean, it's Facebook. Anybody can make a Facebook and they know whatever you want.
Okay, so you don't believe the Placer County Sheriff's Department's Facebook page is real?
No, I just now got my Facebook back 9 days ago. I haven't been on Facebook in 5 years.
Okay. There were other news stories about this. Several of them were referenced in that AWP video. Did you look at any news sources when making your videos on this Kylie Rodney case?
Local news?
Did you look at any news sources when making your videos on the Kylie Rodney case?
I mainly just watched the local news.
Which local news?
Nashville.
Okay, so you didn't look at news stories from the Truckee area or the California area relating to the Kylie Rodney case?
I only watch the news on TV.
Okay. So the news on TV that you watch, I assume you don't get the look.
Damn, so like I wonder how all of the people that blindly followed this guy thinking that he was like deep diving the shit out of all this information, like I wonder if they feel dumb hearing that he didn't even like research anything. Like he literally is saying like I skimmed through some YouTube videos and got like the basic outline of shit from the news, but really just kind of just like let it all play out in my mind. Like what the fuck? Like people were actually thinking he would, cause dude, I know certain people were, I mean, salute to Michelle Sutton and certain Daisy, like certain other people that were like truly sleuthing the shit out of anything that they could think of to try and find justice for this child. And people thought that he was doing the same thing, that he was like doing research and like fact finding and shit, but apparently not. It's really hard to tell if he's really that dumb or just playing that dumb. Just listen to his next 5 minutes or so. No, bro, they think he is still right. They take what he says as crazy. Then if you rely on this guy to give you any kind of information, you're just dumb.
News of California.
Respectfully.
On your local television?
Not locally, no.
Okay. So in terms of any investigation you did into the death of Kylie Rodney and specifically the recovery of her body would have been what, all on YouTube?
It's the only place I've seen it.
Okay. Here is that statement that the family released on August 20.
She's on Facebook too.
The source for this one was actually People Magazine is where I got this, but
I didn't see that.
It was provided to the news. I mean, it's a press release, pretty widely covered. Have you ever seen this statement before? It's in paragraph 56 of the complaint, which we can mark exhibit 1.
I already got it.
Okay. All right, so just back to this video then. At the time that you're saying, you know, you can't show me this body, there ain't no dead girl, it's a scam, do you acknowledge that the family has released a statement and that the Placer County Sheriff's Department has also released a statement saying that her identity was confirmed?
I didn't have Facebook.
You didn't have Facebook?
Right.
Okay, I'm just saying, as we sit here today, do you acknowledge that that those two things happened, that the family released a statement and that the Placer County Sheriff's Department released that image identity of Carly Rodden confirmed? Do you acknowledge those things happened, or you still just, you know?
I don't know, I didn't have Facebook. You said it was from Facebook.
I said Placer County's, that's where I pulled that image, is from Facebook. But,
I don't have Facebook.
okay, so, but, we also discussed other sources that you might have seen this from. Like news sites, any sort of research you might have done. And I think your testimony is that you basically confined yourself to television in the Nashville area and YouTube.
There was no Carly Rodden stuff on Nashville News.
Yeah, I'm just talking about in terms of the research that you did.
No, I didn't do research on the local news. I just watched the local news.
Right, I'm talking about informing this opinion, and I guess I need to ask that question. Your statement that it's a scam, was that your opinion?
Yeah.
Is that still your opinion?
It's a possibility.
Well, I mean, do you still hold the view that this Kylie Rodden case was a scam?
I don't know what it was.
Well, in this video, you say it's a scam.
Yeah.
Is this a personality or a character that you're playing, or is this an honestly held belief?
Object to the form.
I don't know. Like I said, this is all really long ago, and since that is an opinion, I mean, I don't know what to say after that.
You said it's a scam to get GoFundMe money in this video and other videos.
It could be, yeah.
At the time that you made those videos, did you believe that it was a scam to get GoFundMe money?
Possibility.
Okay. Is it possible that you didn't believe that and you were just saying it because you were playing a YouTube personality?
Not that part, I don't remember because it's so long ago.
But it's possible?
Object to the form.
Anything's possible, I guess, in the form.
So it's possible that when you made this video, you didn't actually believe what you were saying?
Well, it isn't. I don't think it's a matter of being dumb or not. What I think it is him trying to protect himself, but being too dumb. Yeah, so I guess it is a matter of being too dumb to actually stand by the claim. Because what I think is happening is he's attempting to present the defense of I was playing a character, and when I'm in character, I say all kinds of sensational, inflammatory shit. But he keeps on like admitting that it was what he really believed. So I don't think it's a matter of being dumb. I think it's a matter of him going back and forth between the two.
How would I know? If I don't remember that,
Okay.
Get ready to relax with stress. Free banking at Credit Karma.
Feel the tension melt away with a checking account that's 100% free to open. And experience the pure euphoria that only a high-yield savings account can deliver.
Start your financial self-care routine.
Oh yeah. With all that, he's just deflecting. That's a game. He's just obviously playing. At least in my opinion, he's just trying to deflect and like just confuse. Yeah, he's just trying to he's just I forget what that's called. It's like a tactic. Like he's like diverting the conversation, redirecting the conversation. I mean, he's obviously not the brightest crayon in the bunch, but he's obviously not dumb either, man. He seems to have like at least some critical thinking skills, but I mean, it's really hard to pin it down. I can't even really say if I'm trying to make that measurement in my own head of like if he's actually smart or dumb.
Okay. Oh, you talked about how you didn't have Facebook, didn't read the news, or see the local news of California. If you had seen that Facebook post, if you had seen the family statement, would you have still made videos about it's a scam? Would it have changed your mind? Would the Placer County Sheriff's statement that the identity of Kyle Rodney was confirmed have changed your mind?
Object to the form.
I don't know if it was them. It was Facebook.
Okay, would reading the...
Oh shit, for real? His lawyer quit on him because he wouldn't stay off the internet talking crazy. Posting his deposition isn't going to go well with his next lawyer either. What? The dude's a renegade, man. I gotta say, I admire that. I can't lie. Like, I do admire his rebellious spirit, if nothing else. I can't lie about that, man. I like the way that the dude is clearly a renegade.
The statement of the Rodney Neiman family have changed your mind?
Object to the form.
I have to read it at that time.
You have now seen both of these things. Do they change your opinion at all?
It doesn't really do anything. So that means it don't really do nothing because it's 2025.
You don't look back and say you might have been wrong, could have been wrong.
I mean, don't get that much thought.
Well, I mean, I know, but I'm asking you to think about it now. If you had seen these things, would you have taken them into account in forming your opinions?
Object.
I would have to, the way my brain works, and I have to recollect everything at that time to make a good decision on what I would think.
Looking back now, does it currently change your opinion about anything? Considering all this stuff today.
Well, I don't remember back then. So
I'm not asking about that. Right now, as you sit here today.
What?
So seeing a statement by the police department, sheriff's department, seeing a statement by the family, does that change your opinion about anything?
Well,
It's just, since I look at stuff literal, that's not what I'm seeing. I'm just seeing that someone types up on Facebook.
So no, it wouldn't have changed. You do not have any change in opinion today based on anything you've seen here today.
Well, that's not the cops, though. That's just like a Facebook status. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not arguing with you. This question is simply whether.
I finally
I mean, he has a point.
never helped my neuropathy. It's not just nerve damage, it's a circulation failure. Your feet are the furthest.
The question is simply whether it changes your view of anything. These things I've shown you. The statement of the sheriff's department or the statement of the family.
I haven't seen a statement from the sheriff's department.
Well, we can go back to that, but it is referenced in the complaint. It's that picture that you commented might have been made on Microsoft Word.
What's a picture though?
Right. Well, here's the statement. Okay. Today, an autopsy was conducted on the deceased individual who was found in the Prosser Reservoir on Sunday, August 21st. The Nevada County Sheriff Coroner has identified the decedent as 16-year-old Kylie Rodney of Trucking. The Placer County Sheriff's Office and the Nevada County Sheriff's Office are in communication with Kylie's family and offer our deepest condolences to them during this extremely difficult time.
Who typed that?
That is the statement of the Placer County, California Sheriff's Office.
To me, I wouldn't think so, because they're talking about them two entities as a separate person. So I wouldn't think that was them anyway.
Because they're referring to themselves in the third person. Because they say the last. Okay. So you're still skeptical, even actually a statement of the Placer County Sheriff's Office.
Oh shit.
Literally, it seems like it's someone talking about them two separately, so it doesn't really look like the cops, even in words, even in literature. It looks like someone typing about them.
Okay.
Like again, man, I don't know Ryan Upchurch. I don't know anything about him. I don't have any judgments about him, and dude's clearly intelligent. I joke about him being dumb and stuff. He's clearly intelligent, but he's clearly gotten sidetracked and is lost in the weeds on this. But real talk, does he not talk like he does nitrous sometimes? Like I don't know if you ever seen people who've done nitrous for like an extended amount of time, but like if you ever seen the movie Silence of the Lambs, the guy that plays Buffalo Bill talks like he that's just his natural disposition. But that's like the best example that I can think of right off the top of my head. But like it's very reminiscent the way Upchurch talks. And nitrous is like nitrous is horrible, man. Like, don't ever do that shit, yo.
So I guess the question that I was asking before, this isn't changing your opinion of anything.
I don't even know what this Tim Pike did.
Okay. And then same thing with this statement of the family. Reading this doesn't change your view or impact your current as you sit here today, January 17th, 2025. Reading these pieces of information, do they make any difference to you in terms of what you think of this case?
I'm just being honest. I'm not trying to be great. I'm really not. I'm just a really literal person. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I know you say it's like a statement or whatever, but like anybody could have typed this. Yeah.
Okay.
But when I think of a statement, I think of someone like speaking to me, telling me something.
Okay. So you are suspicious that this statement is even a statement by the family?
No, I'm not suspicious of it. It's literally what it is, though. It's just like something typed. Okay. I'll get back to my other one here.
His facial expressions are wild, yo. Like, he has the wildest facial expressions.
This next one is a reference in the complaint. I'm not exactly sure where. Give me 1 second. Okay, this is the video reference on paragraph 85. And this is for the court reporter, it's kind of silent. But can you explain what this video is, Mr. Upchurch? I think that's why I said 85. The one about the Daniel Rodney's car, CRV. So this video is
Do you want me to give it time to, you want to read paragraph 85?
We'll just play this video. Do you remember this video?
I'm so sorry.
I was a nail tech for 8 years.
Damn, so many commercials, yo.
But we used one secret to keep them coming back.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I can remember this. Wow. She was put in there, and some of the people that we might have seen on the news were involved with it.
Okay. So did you remember this? I think you commented that was wild. What did you remember was wild?
It was crazy that I typed his name in on Google Earth, and that came up. That's crazy.
The what came up?
The far in the woods.
Okay, so just to back up, and this is mostly for the record, this is a video, and it starts with, what is this, like a phone screen recording? That you're typing something into a search bar, oops, somewhere. Okay, and is this you doing this search, Kylie Rodney's dad?
More than likely.
Okay. And why are you, so this is September 1st that you upload this video. Why are you searching for Kylie Rodney's dad on September 1st?
True crime.
Okay, what is that?
True crime. Like, they were like looking it up, and they were like, hey, everybody, go speculate and find stuff. I was trying to help.
You were trying to help what?
Just like find stuff.
Okay. Find stuff.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, can you say more about that?
Just anything that can help, bring, at the time, like, bring justice to whatever this is, if it is real.
Bring justice.
Yeah.
To who?
I'm not sure. The true crime community was just like, yo, go speculate.
Oh, God damn, dude. This is horrible, yo. This is bad, dude. Oh, bro. Just back the Rodney truck up to your bank vault, dog, and just start emptying that bitch, because you're done for, bro. Like, you're done for, bro. It's like, Justice for who, bro? You don't even believe any of these people are real. What the fuck you trying like? You said you're not an investigator. Like, dang, let's watch this again, cause that's bad. That's a really bad look, yo.
I was speculating. Anything that can help. Just like facts. They were like looking it up and they were like, hey, everybody, go speculate and find stuff. I was trying to help.
You were trying to help what?
Just like find stuff.
Fine stuff. Would you donate 100,000? He donated $100,000 to find a girl. I mean, if I had like all kinds of cash, yeah, like I wouldn't. I mean, it wouldn't make a difference if she was or wasn't real. Like this dude has bread, supposedly, right? Like big baller bread.
Okay. Find stuff.
Yeah.
Like what? Like, can you say more about that?
Just anything that can help, bring, at the time, like bring justice to whatever this is, if it is real.
Bring justice.
Dang, he gave a Hellcat to man, bro. See, bro, I can't be that lucky, dog. Like, let me do something to win a Hellcat or something. Shit, I'll be the happiest dude on earth.
Yeah, to who? I'm not sure. The true crime community was just like, yo, go speculate. So I was speculating.
Who's the true crime community that said go speculate?
Yeah, he's cooked.
Wow. The list is insanely long. The true crime community is huge on YouTube.
But you're saying someone told you to go speculate?
No. That was just like the atmosphere of the true crime community at that time.
Okay, there was a lot of people speculating about stuff.
Right.
Okay, but
even the lady that was canoeing the whatever that body of water is called, even she said go speculate.
Okay,
she was actually there.
You're talking about Anastasia Manich.
Yes. Is that his woman?
ZMAX. Are you talking about ZMAX?
Yes.
Okay. But at this stage, September 1, we've got the statements we've discussed, and you've got, well, okay, to be more specific, you've got the statements by Placer County Sheriff's family statement, various news stories confirming that Kylie Rodney has been found. This video, by the way, is titled, found another picture of Kylie's CRV on Google Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why are we looking for Kylie Rodney's car on September 1st? Why would you be making a video about that?
Probably because if I had to guess, it was probably like some live panel conversation that started it, like the one we watched before.
Okay, but are you guessing or do you guess her? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And what information would you be hoping to find about Kylie Rodney's car at this stage?
Nothing really. I was just curious to see what would happen if you typed in that on Google Earth.
Okay, but then why would you make it into a screen recording and upload it as a video by itself?
I just felt like it.
Okay, so you type in Kylie Rodney's dad to Google.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have this next thing. It says Kylie Rodney's family.
Right.
It says
Greg says, like I was saying, this ain't a political hit job like Alex Jones. This isn't a First Amendment abuse. Dude said some dumb shit and he's about to pay for it. Yeah. Well, I at least thought that he was well researched. Like I can't even front. Like that's the one thing that I kind of gave him the benefit of the doubt on was I figured that he at least had done like extensive research, but or maybe I think he's like downplaying the amount of research he did. But does he just swallow the spit from his tobacco or what? Because I see he has like a fucking huge ass dip in his mouth, DIP dip. But I don't see that he spits in anything. Does he just swallow it? That's fucking disgusting. That's like the most vile fucking thing I've ever heard of in my life, bro. That's fucking disgusting. That's fucking foul. That makes me look at this dude a whole different way, bro. What the fuck? Bro, like his stomach has to be like so fucked up, bro. Oh my god.
Kylie's mother's name
That's
is
fucking
Lindsay Rodney,
disgusting.
and her father, Daniel Rodney, is a popular entrepreneur as well.
Damn, and he has a dip like 24/7, bro. He must like love the taste of that shit. That's fucking sick, dude. Anybody who's ever accidentally been dipping and accidentally swallowed that shit knows how disgusting that shit is, dude.
I don't know who wrote this, but this is just what's in your video. Curious, is it fair to say this is what came up as a result in whatever you were Googling? Yeah. Yeah. You type in Kylie Rodney's dad, you Google, and you end up on some page that says her mom.
Oh shit! I think he swallows the whole thing because you'll see him throwing another one back in at some point in the first. Oh damn, bro! That right there tells me more than anything about this dude, bro. Like you gotta be a whole different type of human being to fucking swallow the dip. Like what? And like that, I didn't even know you could. I thought like you would get sick and shit from that. That's fucking vile. Like to me, bro, like that's like the equivalent of like eating out of the fucking toilet or some shit. Like that's so fucking foul.
Is Lindsay Rodney Neiman, and her father is Daniel Rodney. Yeah. She also
Wow. That's
Looking to store something outside of your house,
crazy.
these are the coolest and easiest lights you can buy and require no tools to install. Each box.
I mean, this dude isn't like some major big time celebrity, right? Like, I wonder how hard it would be to get him to sit down and have a conversation with me. Like, and if I was to have a conversation with him, like, I wonder if we could get him to see where his logic doesn't add up. Or like where where this is not beneficial. Like, cause if you're like disseminating information, bro, like you either want to be giving a message that is on point, on par with who you are. He'll flip out on you and start saying crazy shit about you next. Oh, bro, I love the smoke. I love the smoke, bro. Like we could do that too. I'll go tit for tat with them, but I would rather like I don't know the dude, bro. I don't know anything about him. I hate to make a judgment about somebody without having a conversation with them, and there may be like sometimes. You know how like with AI, you have to give it the proper prompts in order to receive like the correct outcome. Like sometimes you have to ask the right questions, bro. I'm not even kidding. He's crazy. I'm crazy paranoid too, bro. And I think everybody's AI. But I mean that doesn't that's that he could think that, like, I mean, it's not like I want to be his friend bestie or nothing like that. I would like to just to like poke around in his, because he's not relaxing with this guy and actually telling him why he said the shit he said. I wish he would, though. He flipped out on the security company. Well, I wouldn't want to install his security system. That would probably be like a conflict of interest, because I would definitely steal all his expensive shit. But a conversation couldn't hurt, man. Upchurch, I don't know you, bro. You have no reason to. Fuck. You don't know me. You probably would never even see this. But on the offhand chance that you do, you want to have a conversation with a real guy, bro, and like actually be heard out and like get a chance to like give your side of things. If that even would be something you want to do, bro, I'd be honored to have you sit down and have a conversation with me. But if not, shit, tomato.
Father is Daniel Rodney. Yeah. She also has a brother. Kylie. This is Kylie has a brother who is 8 years old and whose name has not yet been shared by her family publicly. Okay, so that's the result of this video, of this search you performed in this video. Okay, then we get in. Now you're. Remember why you would be doing that?
I was looking for her dad's name.
Then why were you looking for her dad's name?
Because I wanted to know who her dad was.
Okay. And you land on personal information. It seems to be Daniel Rodney's handyman business with a phone number.
Check to the
Is that
phone.
personal? If it's a business?
That's a good question. I don't know. You land on information showing Daniel. I can't get this thing. I can't get it to stop where I want it to stop. Here you go. Daniel Rodney, handyman of snow. It's got a phone number. Some estimate of his net worth. Then you type that address or name into what? Google Earth.
Yeah, that's what was crazy. It wasn't an address. It was just a name.
Okay, and it takes you here. And you zoom in on Daniel Rodney, handyman, and snow. Okay, and we see some sort of what? What do you think that is?
That is definitely a car.
Okay, you see a car at near Daniel Rodney's house.
Yes.
Okay, what conclusion do you draw from that?
I wish we could see what video they're looking at.
Okay, but based on the video title, it seems you thought that this was a Honda CRV. Is that?
Honda CRV is a car.
What I'm saying is, it seems like
It's a crossover.
In the video title, that
CRV is a crossover. Like, it's a combination between a car and an SUV.
this particular image is a picture of Kylie Rodney's Honda CRV. Is that basically what your video title suggests?
That's her dad, right?
I'm just asking you about this.
The title.
Go ahead.
Okay. Is that the title that you're referring to?
No, I'm referring to the title reference in paragraph 85.
Was it really, did it look like Kylie Rodney's Honda? Because Google Earth, I mean, it's honestly not even that far-fetched to have that happen. Because, yeah, bro, the bottom line is, okay, like, for example, I have a permanent address. It's not where I live right now, but it is a permanent address. And, like, it's a house I grew up in. And if I was to go missing today and and you were to like type my Christian name into Google Earth, there's a very good possibility that it would bring up my permanent address, and there's a very good possibility my car might be parked there. Like, that's not the big crazy ass thing like that it appears to be. But was it a Honda CRV? When, like you said, you watched them at the time when he did this? Did it look like Kylie Rodney's Honda?
Could you be specific?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
The title of the video that you uploaded references paragraph 85 of the complaint.
Is that my title?
No, that's something I did.
Okay, gotcha.
Damn, more commercials, yo.
We can show that.
Oh, my title was right here. Gotcha.
Your title is
found another picture of Kylie CRV on Google Earth.
Okay, so back to this. My question is, are you claiming that this particular car here pictured is the picture of Kylie Rodney's CRV?
At the time, Ryan didn't realize that Google Maps wasn't live. He didn't know some images are years old and look different. Yeah, like up to 7 years old. Well, that was like a while back. I don't know how old they are now, but that's at a time they were like up to 7 years old. Like even right now, you can pretty much look back in time through Google Earth. But all right, guys, we are at the 1 hour 16-minute mark. We are going to be revisiting this on a following live stream. I hope it has been a smooth and comfortable ride for you this nice, cozy Thanksgiving evening. Greg, thank you for joining me. What was it? Mud Dog, Mud Daddy, thank you for joining me. Jen, Ruck, everybody else that stopped by to say hi without saying anything at all. Salute to you guys. I hope you'll have an amazing Thanksgiving, man. I hope Ryan Upchurch and his family have a nice Thanksgiving. I hope that they are nice and cozy and enjoying each other's company and blessed up, man. And I hope you guys are blessed up. I hope Kylie Rodney's family is blessed up. And I just wish good things and stuff like that. Yes, Greg, you are more than 100% welcome to join me. I will be, let me see. I'll go tomorrow at the same time. What time did I go today? No, we'll go tomorrow at 6:30 in the evening. So I'll schedule it as soon as I hop off here. We're gonna go ahead and watch this entire deposition. I want to see like every bit of this. Yes, thank you so much, Jen, and good night, guys. Remember, as always, there's your side, there's her side, and there's the blind side. Blind side news. Y'all be good. I'm out. Peace.